Alright guys, RoKage here and welcome back to the brand new video. Now on today's video, as you know, My Hero Academia Ultra Impact is upon us, and I already know a lot of you will be interested on who you should reroll for. Of course, tomorrow the global version will be live, so I decided to do it like one day before, so you're good to go. This is the tier list. I will put the units in God, S, A, B, and C. I believe I put all units, available units that should be available tomorrow, okay, at the beginning of global version. So as you know, this game has an option of infinite summons, the best rerolling system ever. You won't have to reinstall the game or uninstall the game. At one point the game will ask you that you summon, and then every time you summon you'll be able to keep that summon or move on and summon again and again and again until you're satisfied. I'll give you now a few tips. First tip, do not stop until you have at least two, but better would be that you stop when you have 3 URs, okay? The best outcome, if you pull any of those URs, 3 of them, any of those, you're good to go, okay? Or you can pull like 2 URs and 1 UR memory card. It's like a support card and you're set to go, because all of these URs are really good, but of course some of them are better than the others. Okay, so we can start. Leave a like, subscribe with notifications on, because I will be doing mainly Ultra Impact on my channel, and I'm really hyped for this, and hopefully you're gonna enjoy spending time with me watching while I play My Hero Academia Ultra Impact and make all the guides necessary for you guys. So first I will start with 2 characters that I play on the JP. On the JP, I stopped rerolling when I got All for One and Shigaraki. But it would be better if I went and keep on rerolling until I pull 3 URs. But it's all good. If you pull like All for One, Shigaraki, and one more UR, you're good to go. All for One and Shigaraki are both amazing units and are extremely helpful, especially both of them together. Okay, let me start with the All for One. So All for One is a purple typing unit. We're gonna start with the plus ultra attack. That's like the strongest ultimate attack of the unit. So he does 600% damage to a single enemy, and plus reduces cooldown on action skills by 5 on self. What that means? Cooldown, reducing cooldown, you will get faster action skill. Since it goes by 5, that means after using this ultimate, your action skill will be ready to go immediately. You won't have to wait another turn, then another turn. No, you will have it immediately. So first action skill is 300% damage to a single enemy, reduces cooldown of one ally by 1. That means that it will help you out that your ally gets action skill sooner. Cooldown 5 turns. So in 5 turns you're gonna get this action skill, but after using the ultimate you have it immediately. Then we have AoE attack, 170% damage to all enemies. For 3 turns, enemy's action skill deals 25% less damage. This is beautiful. In that way you lower the damage dealt from your opponent. It can, like in this game, yeah, the damage output is important, but still, if you manage to debuff your opponents and buff your units, you'll be good to go even when you do like low damage. The auto skill, when your HP is 50% or higher, increase power by 25. All League of Villains allies increase critical rate by 50%. That's why All for One give Shigaraki insane boost. That critical rate can be extremely helpful. When HP is 50 or below, action skill deals 50% more damage. That's beautiful. Okay, so All for One, I won't go now into huge details, but in my opinion, All for One is the S rank character for rerolling, okay? So definitely a beautiful unit to get, but as I said, if you get any of those URs, 3 of them, you're good to go. Shigaraki. Shigaraki is an amazing unit, but he needs the support of All for One. He's also purple typing, 60% damage to single enemy, inflict additional 40% damage if enemy is a pro hero. So Shigaraki is a pro hero slayer. 300% damage to a single enemy. If enemy is a pro hero, medium chance to apply fear. Okay, so that's like action skill. Then another action skill, 300% damage to a single enemy. If enemy is a pro hero, decreases enemy power by 20% for 3 turns. Again, can be extremely helpful if you're fighting against the pro heroes. He will do his thing really good. League of Villains, allies increases power by 20. Again, he's helping all for one. Also, like both of them in combo are beautiful. When HP is 50 or higher, skill deal an additional 40% damage. This is the bro Shigaraki, looking really good, although slightly worse than all for one in my opinion. Next unit, Blow of Luck, Izuku Midoriya, red element typing. So his ultimate does 650% damage to a single enemy, deal reverse damage for 3 turns, inflict self damage. Now let me tell you something about this Deku. Yeah, amazing ultimate, but that's pretty much it. And with that he will inflict self damage. Okay, let's see action skill a little bit. 350 damage to single enemy, increase your power by 30% for 3 turns. Okay, again, you want to use first his action skill, then later on his plus ultra. Also this, you want to also use that before plus ultra, because you increase your power by 40% for 3 turns, increase your speed by 40, and cooldown again is 4 turns. Okay, speed, it won't help you a lot, okay? But you go first increasing your power, then this, and then with the plus ultra, so you will deal a really crazy damage with this Deku, but he doesn't do nothing else. So he will be a little bit, when critical hit occurs, skill deals an additional 30% of damage. So he's a little bit of support to the skill typing. Oh, sorry. He will just give you, if you crit, the auto skill will give to all of your units skill an additional 30% damage. So he will self boost himself when he crits. Okay, when HP is 50 or less, auto heal. So increase your the last one, increase your critical rate by 25 when your HP is 50 or less. So this guy is pretty much plus ultra attack is everything. Okay, so first you buff yourself, then you go with plus ultra. Now in this game that won't be so much helpful. Yeah, it won't be so much helpful, so I'll put him in C. Now don't get me wrong, he's amazing with that ultimate attack, but nothing more. So for now I'll put him in C. Maybe I'll change my mind when the game will be officially here, but for now he's C in my opinion. Nothing as special as Shigaraki and all for one that gives you more for the team and more for overall power and buffs and all what you need to actually destroy the opponents, because sometimes the pure damage won't help you a lot. Okay, then we have now second Izuku Midoriya. Okay, he's a yellow typing, plus ultra attack, 500% damage to a single enemy, damage based on enemy speed. Okay, increases own speed by 40, fill own ultra gauge by 30%. For what this Deku is amazing, you will do a lot of plus ultra attacks. Okay, and in my opinion this Deku is better than the previous one. Okay, because it will give you an amazing advantage in that way if you can use like constant plus ultra attack. Not constant, but you get what I mean, because the gauge will fill up fast. Also this action skill, 350 damage to single enemy, increase own power by 30, inflicts portion of attack enemy damage on self. Okay, when HP is 50% or below, fill own plus ultra guy by 30 once per battle. When HP is 50 or higher, increase your own critical rate. I believe he just works slightly better, so I'll put him into B. Okay, we're good. We're on a halfway, somewhere around that. Okay, next character, Kirishima. He's a red typing. Again, solid character, 550% damage to a single enemy, gain barrier on self for 3 hits. So he will sustain, like with this barrier, at least one proper attack. okay? Have that in mind, so that can be extremely useful. For 3 turns, counter all normal attacks. For 2 turns, reduces self-damage taken by 30%. Another action skill, 300% damage to a single enemy. Taunt enemies for 3 turns. Reduce self-damage taken by 30%. So he's like a tank. He's like tank. All power, okay, and support for the red allies. Increase pulse ultra gauge by 5% every time you inflict crit damage. Okay, in my opinion, he's slightly better than both of these Dekus. Okay, so I'll put him above, in B tier, but above both of these Dekus. Okay, she's not better than Shigaraki and 0 for 1. Now Momo. Oh, Momo. Okay, so she's a blue typing. What's really interesting about her, 550 damage to one enemy. Field teams plus ultra gauge by 20%. Teams, okay? Teams. So she works in your favor, okay? Action skill, remove one status condition from all allies, heal 25% HP. Like, she's amazing. First aid, beautiful. I would say that you need to have her for this, all the support that she will give you. 170% damage to all enemies, decrease all allies speed by 15% for 3 turns, then increase all skill blue type allies by 15, and then full force at the start of the battle, all allies are immune to 1 debuff. When HP is 50 or less, increase plus ultra gauge by 50 once only. In my opinion, she's a god, bro. She's a god. She's a god, and one of the must-have units in the game, I would say. But then again, if you put like 0 for 1, Shigaraki, and this Deku, you're good to go. I'm just saying that for the support and everything, Momo will be incredible. Okay, Momo, fine. Uraraka, also really good character. Green typing, plus ultra attack, 550 damage to a single enemy. All allies critical rate increases by 20% for 3 turns. That is extremely important. You will do much bigger damage with this. I can do it with, okay, heals all allies HP by 20. Beautiful. Trust me, these support units are even better than like the units where they do a lot of damage. We have counter normal attacks for 3 turns, increase own power by 25% for 3 turns. So counter normal attacks, no problem. Increase own power, let's go. All knowledge, green typing allies power increases by 15%. When evasion is active, increase own speed by 30. This is the Uraraka, and in my opinion, amazing unit. Definitely above 0 for 1 in the S tier. 1 second. Who is next? Okay, next character is Aizawa. He's a yellow typing, plus ultra attack, 550% damage to single enemy. Remove all buffs from attack enemy. Medium chance to seal skills for 2 turns. Really solid. 300% damage to single enemy. Randomly remove 1 buff from attacked enemy. So he's like a debuffer. 300% damage to a single enemy when used in a chain of 2 or more and succeeds. His medium chance to seal skills for 2 turns. Okay, a chain attack is when you attack with your action skill, and then you tap on a screen in the right moment, you can activate chain attack. Increase pro hero by 20 when HP is 50 or less. Okay, increases speed. Aizawa is like, okay, I would say somewhere around here. Okay, yeah, something like that. Okay, we have 3 more characters to go. Next one is Todoroki. I love these characters. I love this character. Why? Because when he uses the ultimate, he has a medium chance of freezing 1 turn, medium chance of burning 3 turns. Burn is beautiful. Burn, if you burn the character and you have Bakugo, you will do insane damage. And plus that, if you freeze 1 turn, you can save the game. So Todoroki is incredible. 175% damage to all enemies, medium chance to freeze all enemies 1 turn when chain succeeds. Increase your power by 30, 170% damage to all enemies, medium chance to burn on all enemies, increase your plus ultra gauge by 20%. When your HP is 50 or higher, increase your plus ultra gauge. When your HP is 50 or less, increase your power. When your HP is less than 30, inflict free status to enemy when you're attacked. Wow, okay, this Todoroki will be amazing support unit. I will put him, yeah, like this, above Uraraka, okay, in my opinion. And now, the god, like, I will tell you right now, Bakugo goes above Momo, and that guy is a freaking monster. Like, his damage output, I know I said there are more important stuff than damage output, but this guy just goes above that because the damage is freaking insane. He's probably the best, if not, he's the best unit in the game when you start the game, okay, for sure. So Bakugo, blue, 600% damage to single enemy, increase own power by 40 if enemies burned. So if you burn him with Todoroki, he will do 50% bigger damage. Insane. 300% damage to single enemy with medium chance of inflicting burn, so you can also burn with him. When this skill is used in a chain and succeeds, decreases enemy defense. So again, he also decreases enemy defense, which is extremely important. 170% damage to all enemies, medium chance to inflict blindness for 3 turns. When HP is 50 or above, increase own power by 20, increase power by 5 per enemy defeated. More enemy you defeat, more burn you inflict, bigger damage this guy will do. When HP is 50 or above, increase own speed by 25, increase power by 3. Okay, this is nice. This is nice, like I said, pure god tier, the best unit in the game. And there is one more that I want to analyze. I can't talk anymore. This is like 5th time trying to record this. So we have like green type. Okay, this is a green typing. Hawks is amazing if you put him as a helper, because his auto skill will be activated. Okay, so you will have increased power. All at the start of the battle, all allies avoid 1 attack, which is beautiful. Okay, for that he's amazing. His plus ultra attack, 550 damage to single enemy, increased power by 30 if enemy has speed debuff. So in the right combination he can be really useful. 170% damage to all enemies, ally speed increased by 15% for 3 turns, cooldown 4 turns. Then we have 350% damage to a single enemy, all allies and second attack chance for 2 turns. Okay, so he's amazing for that support, and as like a backup, I'll put him here. Okay, in my opinion he's B. Maybe I don't know, I'll put him here. So guys, that's it. This is the final version of the re-rolling tier list for the global version. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, hopefully it was helpful. Leave a like, subscribe. If you have any questions, ask me down below. Love you guys, see ya.